Hey, it's been another week here in Peque, Honduras at Destino del Reino. Just wanted to catch all of y'all up on some of the things I've been up to recently, and more so kind of just things I might have forgotten to mention in the past and kind of what's been going on for the past 2 months. But first, I'm going to have to give a little shout out to my boy Ron Paul, to all of you supporters of Ron Paul, or more so supporters of a limited government, a humble foreign policy, a belief in the Constitution, and personal liberty. And so I just, as many of you know, I spent probably a year just kind of really interested in politics and watching Ron Paul's campaign really closely. And I was fortunate enough to actually campaign for Ron Paul in Iowa, South Carolina, and Georgia. And so it was just a really fun time for me. Definitely hard, definitely some anguish and difficulties during that, because I'm telling you, political trail, it is tough, so don't wish it upon anybody. But met a lot of people through it, and it was a great learning experience. And so just want to say thank you, Dr. Ron Paul, for all you do and continue to do. Enough about that, no more politics, on to some other kind of crazy stories and stuff. First is kind of just all the animals I've seen around here. Definitely a lot of big and a lot of kind of just wildlife. First is, I mean, I've seen grasshoppers that are about this big, and they'll jump around everywhere. They can fly a pretty big distance too, and even during one, interesting trying to get off and not bother the pastor during it. Also, I found a dead bat in one of the classrooms, so that was kind of interesting to deal with. Fortunately, it was dead, so it wasn't too hard. But probably the first one of the bats I've seen that up close before. Also see tons of spiders. They're just everywhere. They're crawling around everywhere. So having to get rid of a lot of those. I found a frog one time in one of the bathrooms. It was in a bathtub, so I had to get that out so the kids could bathe. So they're usually just hopping around at night a lot of the times. Dogs, there's usually some wild dogs. You can hear them at night, coyotes and stuff like that. I'll even wake up some mornings and we'll have cows or horses kind of just eating the grass or grazing around our property. And so I don't know how they get in, but they find some way and their owners lose track of them or something. So definitely a lot of animals around here, so kind of do some Bear Grylls action. Speaking of Bear Grylls, on one of our trips with my dad, we did a little hike through Pico Bonito I was talking about, and I asked the tour guide if I could try this termite mound. And so basically there's termites living in it. You knock on it, take a piece off, and termites start coming out. And so we tried some of that. It was actually pretty good. Haven't tried termites before. It tastes kind of like carrots, so high in protein, has a lot of other good nourishing things for your body. And so if you're ever out lost in the woods and find a termite mound, go for it. It's good, it's safe, it's edible. So next probably thing that's kind of happened, or that was a little interesting, was when Hayden was here, we usually went to the school in the mornings to do some painting, and on the way we had to cross the basketball court. And unfortunately he fell and cut his hand on some rebar, and at first he didn't notice it, and found out he had a gash. And so it was like, well, we probably should get that taken care of. And so I got to play medical translator, which was a little fun for me, not so much fun for him. Got to practice my Spanish a little bit. And so we went to the medical facility and got to get his hand taken care of. Had to get some stitches, unfortunately, but it lasted for about a week. Couldn't use his right hand, which is his primary hand, and so that was a little difficult, but got through it, got him taken out, and he got all better. Also recently we had a great Wendy's experience. We took all the kids to one of the few times they get to go to Wendy's, so that's an adventure. And I'll tell you, a minivan supposed to seat maybe 7-8 people. That's a lie. It can seat 21, as a matter of fact, and probably more. So we took, all of us went there. Probably the largest Wendy's I've ever seen. They had a huge playground that the kids enjoyed, and I probably spent most of the time just having Josie not try to eat other people's food or try to take drinks or eat paper. And so I was trying to feed her half the time and watch the other kids. So little exhausting for me, but definitely fun. And then they got to have Frosties at the end. So always an enjoyable adventure when you have 14 kids that you're taking out to eat. So get some looks sometimes. Some people, they're like, what the heck is going on? You got these white adults looking after 14 Honduran kids, and it's like, oh my goodness. So, but fortunately, their help and stuff, but it was a great time. Also, recently we got to show a movie at one of the churches locally in Siguatapeque, and the movie was called Facing Giants. We had about 100 people there, and in the movie it was kind of about this Christian football coach and kind of his struggle throughout the year of being a head football coach of a high school. And it was filmed in Georgia, and so brought me back a little bit. And then at the very end, they had Mark Rick come on, kind of give this like motivational speech to the coach. And so that was cool. Maybe think of Georgia and our upcoming season, which I'm looking very, very forward to. It's going to be exciting, and I think we're going to pull a championship out at the end. So it's been 25 plus years since our last one, so I think we're due. And the way our offense is looking, if they can carry us, going to be phenomenal. So go Dogs, and hope for the best for y'all. Also this week, we are going to be having Tomball Bible Church from Tomball, Texas, I believe. They are coming on Saturday and for about a week, and they're going to be doing dental mission stuff here. So providing dental care for all around our area. And then they're also going to be helping out the school primarily as well, just trying to get it ready for when school starts, which is September 1st. So we have that to look forward to, getting really excited, getting kind of anxious. It's going to be interesting to see the kids when they come. But speaking of kids, right now I will introduce you to some more kids at Destino del Reino. Hola gringos, I got two more niñas for you. Here we have Josue and we have Ana. And Ana has 2 years, she's 2 years old. ¿Y cuántos años tiene Josue?
5.
5, so 5 years old. Wow. Okay. Y Josue, ¿qué te gusta hacer aquí en Destino?
Estudiar.
¿Estudiar?
Sí.
Sí, tú también? Josue says he likes to study, so he likes going to school here at Destino. ¿Y quieres decir algo en inglés?
Sí.
Okay, habla.
How are you? Fine, thank you. Good morning.
All right, awesome, good job. I love it. Josue, he's got a good laugh. I like his laugh. He's pretty funny. And then Ana, ¿quieres decir algo? Dice adiós.
Yeah.
Dice algo.
Yeah.
You're not even in the camera. All right, she's a little bit shy. All right, wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome.
Bye.
Take care, y'all. See ya.